Hello and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Fatima Siddiqui for the news headline. FIRS to embark nationwide VAT, WHT compliance monitoring exercise, Global Handwashing Day 2023, Kwara RUWASSA, others urges proper handwashing for healthy living. Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers Ilorin chapter inaugurates new chairman, inducts 56 graduates. Professor ABUBAKAR's educational outreach, a pilot program uplifting students in Kwara State. Lukman Olayiwola Mustapha turbaned as Baraden of Okuta in colorful ceremony. Fake news, disinformation threatening elections in Nigeria, says INEC. Human rights violation hinders Nigeria's place in UN Council, HURIWA laments. Nigeria exports 146.1 billion naira worth of raw cashew in 6 months. NCDC partners launch research projects on mpox. NNL set up committees ahead of October 28 kickoff. Now, the news in details. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has announced that it will embark on a nationwide value-added tax and withholding tax compliance monitoring exercise. FIRS Executive Chairman Zach Adedeji disclosed this in a statement on Monday, stating that the exercise will commence on Monday, October 23. He said the exercise is aimed at ensuring that taxpayers are complying with their tax obligations and remitting the current amount of VAT and WAT to the government. The General Manager, Kwara State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, has urged Kwarans to regularly wash their hands, highlighting how crucial it is to maintaining hygiene and good health. Mr. Olorunfemi Oladipo made the call on Monday in Ilorin, the state capital, during the commemoration of the 2023 Global Handwashing Day, themed Clean Hands Are Within Reach. The program, organized by Kwara State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency in collaboration with National Orientation Agency, Kwara Chapter, and Ajike People Support Center, kickstarted with an awareness rally in Ilorin Metropolis. He explained that the event is observed annually to raise awareness on value of using soap to wash hands and to lessen the burden of numerous diseases that pose a threat to development and population health, especially among children and other vulnerable groups. He therefore applauded.
What we are trying to preach here is the importance of hand washing as an hygiene practice to our health.
Development partners and other stakeholders in the sector and called for collective action to improve hygiene service. In her remarks, the First Lady of Kwara State, Ambassador Olufolake Abdulrazak, ably represented by Permanent Secretary, Kwara Water Resources, Mrs. Christiana Ashonibari, said diseases such as diarrhea, cholera, typhoid fever can be curtailed, reducing death to nearly 50% with the practice of proper hand washing with soap and running water. Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Amina El-Imam, represented by Mrs. Fatima La, noted that the significance of hand washing with soap at every critical stages of individual livelihood cannot be underestimated, stressing that hand washing is a first line of defense in preventing disease outbreaks. Speaking on the theme, National Orientation Agency Kwara State Director, Mr. Shegun Adeyemi, said, washing of hands with soap removes germs that can cause illness, adding that maintaining good personal hygiene is vital as it helps prevent from contracting or spreading germs and infectious disease to other people.
Worldwide, on the 15th of October. It is a celebration meant to reawaken, meant to create awareness among the citizens so that we will know why it is important to have proper hand washing.
Mr. Abayomi Idowu, delivering a health talk on background and objectives of GAWD, urged people to be ambassadors of hand washing in their homes and communities and always practice proper hand washing because the cleanliness of the hand is pivotal to healthy living. The Nigeria Institution of Mechanical Engineers Ilorin chapter held a momentous event where engineer Dr. Abimbola Yahya was officially sworn in as the new chairman. The event also saw the induction of 56 graduates into the membership of NCDC. The ceremony, which took place at the Nigeria Society of Engineers Ilorin Branch Engineering Center, Tanke Road in Ilorin, was marked by Engineer Sulaiman Rotimi Ilyasu's lecture. His lecture focused on infrastructure development and mechanical engineering innovation, building a resilient and sustainable future for Nigeria. Engineer Ilyasu delivered an insightful lecture that shed light on the critical role of infrastructure development and mechanical engineering innovation in shaping a resilient and sustainable future for Nigeria. The event also featured presentation of Award of Excellence to high-profile people that has contributed immensely to development of engineering practice in Kwara and beyond. The event brought together a distinguished group of professionals and entities from the field of mechanical engineering in Ilorin and beyond, making it a memorable occasion. In a heartwarming initiative aimed at uplifting education in Kwara State, Professor ABUBAKAR Sulaiman, Director General of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, took a remarkable step forward. Between the 6th and 18th of September 2023, he spearheaded an educational intervention that brought smiles to the faces of hundreds of students across the state. The pilot program, the first of its kind, saw the delivery of custom-made school bags, dozens of notebooks, and school uniforms in various sizes and colors. These materials were carefully chosen to address the immediate needs of students in Kwara State. Rather than a centralized event, Professor Abubakar's team decided to personally visit 40 public secondary and primary schools across 4 local government areas in Kwara State. On the 19th of September, the team kicked off their journey in Asa local government area, visiting 10 public secondary and primary schools. The journey continued on the 20th, covering Ilorin South local government area, and then on the 21st in Magaji Are Junior Secondary School, Are Ward 1, and concluded on the 22nd in Ilorin West local government area. The principal of Junior Secondary School, Bala, praised him as a proud alumni of the school and a true advocate for education. The principal of Baraka Senior Secondary School described him as a dedicated ambassador of the state who genuinely cares for the people. The headmaster of Isokun Olokun Primary School highlighted the timeliness of the program, mentioning that some of the students had been attending school without proper uniforms. In many of the schools, students were encouraged to witness the presentation, emphasizing the significance of the educational materials being provided. Students from each school received school uniforms, school bags, exercise books, and even had their Parent-Teacher Association levy paid for them. In a grand and colorful ceremony, Malam Lukman Olayiwola Mustapha, an illustrious son of Ilorin Emirates, was officially turbaned as the Baraden of Okuta. The chieftaincy title was bestowed upon him by His Royal Highness Dr. Idris Abubakar Shero, the Emir of Okuta. The event, which took place in the forecourt of the Emir of Okuta Palace in Okuta, Baraden local government of Kwara State, drew a distinguished crowd of prominent figures from the Ilorin Emirates and various parts of the nation. Malam Lukman Mustapha, the Emir of Okuta, His Royal Highness Dr. Idris Abubakar, presided over the event and expressed his gratitude for the positive impact Lukman Olayiwola Mustapha has made in the community. He said the turbaning of Baraden of Okuta was not only a recognition of his accomplishments, but also a call to continued service and leadership. Malam Lukman Mustapha, in his acceptance speech, expressed his commitment to working for the betterment of Okuta and its people. He also thanked all those who had come to share in the momentous occasion. The event was attended by Speaker, Kwara State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Engineer Saliu Yakubu Danladi, Creme de la Creme, captains of industries, among others. The Independent National Electoral Commission has again raised alarm over the rising cases of fake news and misinformation, which it said is capable of having a negative impact on the management of elections in the country if not nipped in the bud. The Commission described as distasteful its experience with fake news, hate speech, and misinformation during the 2023 general elections, adding that this information is being used to provoke religious and tribal sentiment, which has already polarized the country. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria has decried the persistent violations of human rights in Nigeria, saying the ugly trend has denied the country a place in the United Nations Human Rights Council. In a statement signed by its national coordinator, Emmanuel Onwubiko, on Monday, the rights group expressed deep worry that Nigeria's latest attempt to join the UNHRC was unsuccessful due to the sorry state of human rights situation in the country. Nigeria exported 146.1 billion naira worth of raw cashew in the first half of 2023, a report by the National Bureau of Statistics has disclosed. The report stated that in the first quarter of 2023, 27.1 billion naira of cashew nuts in shell were exported, with the Republic of Vietnam topping the list, while 6.8 billion naira of cashew nuts shelled were exported. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the National Veterinary Research Institute, the Niger Delta University Teaching Hospital, the Pandemic Science Institute at the University of Oxford, the United Kingdom Public Health Rapid Support Team, and stakeholders in Lagos and Rivers States on Monday launched a multidisciplinary research project to address the knowledge gaps on monkeypox. Speaking at the launch of the research project in Abuja, the Director General of the NCDC, Ifedayo Adetifa, noted that findings from the research project will play a key role in strengthening detection, prevention, response, and control in Nigeria and inform practice across the world. The last on the news is sports. The board of the Nigerian National League has approved the constitution of various standing committees to ensure the effective running of the league, which will kick off on 28 October. The committees constituted are disciplinary, finance, media, and technical team. We have come to the end of the news. Here's a recap of the story. FIRS to embark nationwide VAT, WHT compliance monitoring exercise, Global Handwashing Day 2023, Kwara RUWASSA, others urges proper handwashing for healthy living. Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers, Ilorin chapter, inaugurates new chairman, inducts 56 graduates. Professor ABUBAKAR's educational outreach, a pilot program uplifting students in Kwara State. Lukman Olayiwola Mustapha Turbaned as Baraden of Okuta in colorful ceremony. Fake news, disinformation threatening elections in Nigeria, says INEC. Human rights violation hinders Nigeria's place in UN Council, HURIWA laments. Nigeria exports 146.1 billion naira worth of raw cashew in 6 months, NCDC partners launch research projects on mpox. NNL set up committees ahead of October 28th kickoff. Thank you for watching Just Events Online News at 9. Remember, happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions.